For most of my life, I have been scared of cold water. I was the guy that would take hot bath every single night, literally frying up my balls and lowering my T levels. I'm going to start this episode of Broscience with a story. It was December 2021. I was in love with a girl that wasn't in love with me. I have slept with her for a few times. And bro, I was in love. So she was everything I was talking about. Literally all day. We've been texting for the whole day. We've been sending some cringy memes for the whole day. And one day I have woke up knowing that I'm going to spend next 12 hours in my shitty job that I fucking hated. It was 4:50 a.m. and the first thing I did was I grabbed my phone and checked my Instagram. And bro, this girl uploaded a photo of her sitting on a guy with a towel around her tits. Imagine seeing this as a first thing in the morning. Since then, bro, my mental health was destroyed. I was still thinking about this girl all the time. But when I was thinking about her, I was proper sad. After some time, she even started dating this guy. So that made me even more depressed. On a Christmas day, I have decided to go and do my first proper cold exposure. I went to a nearby lake and started getting ready. I knew that it is going to be hard, but I did not expect this hard. So I took my clothes off and got into the water. I started breathing really fast, but I managed to stay few minutes in the water. I even dipped my head under the water. Once I got out of the cold water, I felt like a newborn. Literally, bro. For weeks and weeks, all I was thinking was this girl. Now, I got out of the water and my mind was clear. I wasn't thinking about anything. There wasn't a single thought in my brain, which was like a game changer for me. I felt like I'm finally living in the moment again. And I wanted to tell everyone about this. I'm going to give you a broke science on cold exposure. I have been doing this shit for a few years, and it can literally improve your motivation, your awareness, and make you overall a happier person. I'm usually taking cold showers before I'm going to the work or before I'm going to my training. Every fucking time I did it, it made me a happier and more alert person. So let's get into the bro science. When you get into the cold shower, it's like flipping a switch in your body. Your blood vessels tighten. A move called vasoconstriction happens, which is your body's way of preserving body heat. This is a real fight or flight response that sends a rush of energy into your body. Your brain releases flood of endorphins, those feel-good molecules that make you feel like a champ. Besides that, there is a spike in norepinephrine. This is a key neurotransmitter that makes you more alert. When you subject your body to a cold, it's a stressor, but in this case, it's a good stress. It is basically a tough workout for your brain, because you don't wanna be there, you don't wanna stay in the cold, but you said you are going to do it, so you will do it. Your body will get into the survival mode, and it will release bunch of dopamine. Dopamine is like a natural high. It boosts your mood, it makes you feel more energized, and it enhances your focus. If you have stayed in the cold shower and you got through it, your body is going to reward you with a flood of dopamine, ranging from 250% up to 500%. And I'm going to give you bro science on how you can get to the 500% mark. Before we get into the real crackhead stuff on getting high by cold showers, I wanna tell you about how I'm doing the cold showers and how you can start doing them too. So start with finding the temperature that suits you. It shouldn't be painfully cold. So if it hurts, bro, it's way too cold. But bro, don't be a fucking pussy and don't make it warm. You wanna get it as cold as possible, but just make sure it isn't going to hurt you. So you get into the shower, you aim the shower head at you, and you stay there for like 30 seconds. When we are starting with this shit, 30 seconds is enough. And bro, this shit isn't easy. You are going to be fighting with your mind, but you gotta be able to tell your mind that you are the boss and you are staying in the cold water, which will make you more resilient in your day-to-day life. Once you get out of the cold shower, you will feel a rush of a warm blood throughout your body. Your mind will still be releasing a dopamine, and the endorphin and norepinephrine is still doing the lap in your brain. You will be feeling more alive than ever. And for the next few hours, you are going to feel amazing. Your body will be producing much more dopamine, and it will basically be rewarding you for doing something that was hard and that was uncomfortable. I said that I'm going to give you a bonus. I'm going to teach you how to get this shit to another level. At the beginning, I said that you can increase your dopamine production from 250% up to 500. So how do you get to the 500% mark? I get this from Dr. Andrew Huberman. He has found some study that shows that if you combine coffee with the deliberate cold exposure, your body will produce even more dopamine. And that is getting us to the 500% mark. So quick bro science on this. If you drink a coffee 60 to 120 minutes before the cold exposure, your body is going to produce even more dopamine. This works because the caffeine will somehow help the dopamine to bond. And bro, I'm not a scientist, I'm just a bro scientist, but I have been doing this shit too. And it really works. Like when you get the coffee into your system and then you go and do a cold exposure, you are feeling like you just got high on a fucking crack. You will feel motivated to do anything. You will be more outgoing. And this is really interesting way of hacking your body. If you wanna make this experience even better, go and do this fasted. This should produce even more dopamine. Now you got the general understanding on how cold showers work, but this video is going to be pointless if you don't take an action. So all I want from you now is to go and take a cold shower. If it's like late at night, probably don't do it because you will be more alert and you will have trouble sleeping. But if it's still a day, go and take a cold shower. I can promise you that you will feel amazing. And if you do, please come back to the video and comment your experience. I'm glad you have watched my first episode of Broscience. I'm going to be releasing more episodes like this, where I basically just tackle down on some self-improvement subject that can help you in your journey and explain it in a Broscience way, so even dummies like you get it. Thanks for watching, bro, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.